The playoffs are underway in 4A in the Utah High School Athletics Association, and they start here in Cache Valley at Mountain Crest as the Mustangs take on Payson. The Lions from Region 8 finished 4th in Region 8, just like Mountain Crest finished 4th in Region 11. Kamika Wesley is the guy that makes the Lions go. 17 points and 7 rebounds per game. He plays down low, but they run that offense through him. Coach Smith telling me that he's almost like he's like a point forward, point center, wherever they've got him playing, that the play doesn't start until he touches the ball. A good big for Mountain Crest as well, and Caden Hess, he does the job down in the paint. He's really scooping up the rebounds and scoring points, so it should be a really good big man battle tonight. But will the Mustangs move on to the next round after having their best season in almost 10 years? We're going to find out on the Game of the Week.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
I talked to Coach Chandler Smith of the Mountain Crest Mustangs a little bit earlier. Congratulated him on a good season for the Mustangs. And he said, you know, it's been great. It's their best record since the 15-16 season, and only the second time the Mustangs have posted a winning record since 2012. He said we beat every team in the region at least once, except for Ridgeline. He said, I think that's the first time we've done that in quite a while. And he said it's down to good senior leadership. We're trying to found or that good winning culture again and put that foundation in place here at Mountain Crest. When I talked to him about Payson, he said, you know, they're a little bit scary. They can be dangerous. They don't have a great record, but they're a pretty good team. He said if we let them get off and get going, it could be a long night. The Mustangs hope to move on to the second round for the first time in a long time tonight.
Say the word base.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. We're at Mountain Crest for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Playoff edition as the 4A playoffs get underway tonight. Mountain Crest hosting Payson. Payson 7-13, 4-6 in their region and fourth. Region 8 Payson. Mountain Crest also 4-6 in region 11, 13-9 overall.
Number 11.
The starting lineups: Cooper Swayze, a 6'1" senior.
Number 12, Braxton Shirley.
Braxton Shirley also getting the start.
Number 15, Kamika Wesley.
Kamika Wesley, he's the guy that does it for this team. Number 15, 6'7" senior, 17-7. Legend Reynoso, 6'5" junior. And Micah Swayze, the 6'4" junior, rounding out the starting five, and the lights go down in Hyrum.
Now to introduce your own Mountain Crest Mustangs to this state playoff game. It's been a long time since we've had one here, and we are so excited. Starting tonight, 6'1" senior.
A lot of seniors on this team. Josh Arnell, 12 points per game. He's a 6'1" senior. Will run in the backcourt along with number 4, 6'1" senior, averaging 9 points and 2 rebounds a game, Rigdon Anderson.
6'4" junior, number 21,
Nico Dimitrikov gets the start, the 6'4" junior.
Coming in at
Will wear number 21. Caden Hess averaging 17 points, about 3 rebounds a game. He's a 6'6" senior. And Joseph Hunsaker, a 4-year player, 4-year varsity player. Joseph Hunsaker averaging 9 and 2. He's 6'2". He's played a lot of varsity minutes over the last 4 years for this Mountain Crest team, who's enjoying their best season since 2012, really. It's their first winning season since 15-16, and in that season, they only had one more win than loss, and they're 13-9 this year. They played Payson in 2018. That's the last time these two teams have met. Payson won that game, 55-51. That was back when Brady Hall was playing for these Mustangs, and he was the leading scorer in that game for Mountain Crest. Wesley and Hess set to tip it off. Everything runs through Wesley for Payson. We'll watch that offensively. Here's a turnover. They tried to kick it into the corner. Mountain Crest turns it over on their first possession. Wesley comes up, sets the screen. Goes high post. He's followed around by Dimitrikov. Shot won't go. Hunsaker with the board. Ahead to Hess. Hess in a hurry all the way to the rim. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Dimitrikov. And he finds Hess. Hess going to work. He traveled. And they got him. 2 turnovers now for Mountain Crest in their first 2 possessions. No score. Haven't even played a minute yet here at Mountain Crest. Shirley. Straightaway 3 on the way. Good. Braxton Shirley connects for 3. And the Lions are on the board with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. 3-0. Anderson looking. They try to get it into Hess. It's a little tall for him, and he steps out of bounds. So Mountain Crest hosting their first playoff game in a while. Off to a slow start with 3 turnovers. Turnaround by Wesley, good. Kamika Wesley with his first bucket, 5-0 Payson. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Arnell to Dimitrikov. Anderson looks inside, they go to Hess. Hess, triple team, put it in off the glass. The Mountain Crest finally on the board. Took them just over a minute and a half to get that first bucket. They trail 5-2. Reynoso fires from the free throw line, won't go, follows, gets his own rebound, hands to Jensen. Wesley looking at a three, rims around and out. Arnell with the board. Stepped in front of Jensen and took it away. Arnell looking inside to Dimitrikov. Has it swatted away once, twice, now turns it over. 4 turnovers for Mountain Crest. 3 on the way, won't go. Rebound fought for. Anderson had it for a second, and somehow Jensen comes out of there with it, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Mountain Crest. Still 5-2 Payson, 5:34 to play in this first quarter. First round of the 4A playoffs. 3 on the way, won't go. As Shirley hit one earlier and then misses that one. Wesley doesn't miss though, and he's got 5 points in the early going. It's 8-2 Payson. Coach Smith talked about Payson. He said their record's deceiving. He said they play hard, and they've lost a lot of tough ones. Here's Hunsaker inside, won't go. The lid on the basket for the Mustangs here in the early going. So now they need to ratchet up some defense until their offense decides to come to the playoff game. In they go to Wesley. Wesley kicks it back out to Shirley. Shirley turns the corner to the rim as he had a step on Hunsaker. Then Reynoso knocks it out of bounds.
Checking in for the Lions, number 3, Joseph Wolf.
Wolf into the ball game for the Lions. Theobald comes in with him. Shirley and Jensen will take a seat. Anthony Mitchell, 8 years at the helm of the Lions, 104-84, his all-time record. And it's an 8-2 lead early for Payson. Hess, double team, tries to scoop it up and in. Shot won't go. And here come the Lions. Kicking it out to Wesley. Here's the three. Too long, and it goes out of bounds off Theobald. Swayze kicked it to Wesley in the corner. And the Lions, even though they had a good look, unable to connect. It stays 8-2 Payson. 4:10 to play here in the first quarter. Arnell, see if he can get warmed up, and that's a good start. Josh Arnell's first bucket from downtown, and it's a three-point ball game. 8-5 Payson. Just under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. In this first round of the 4A playoffs. Good defense by Hunsaker. When he was young, he was more of a shooter-scorer. He's turned into the team's, if not best defender, one of their best defenders. Using the pick and getting all the way to the rim is Wolf, but he misses, and Hess clears. Anderson uses the Hess screen. Back to Arnell. Hess comes through. Wesley in his face. Now he loses it in traffic. They're collapsing on Hess, and he's bringing the ball down, and they're in there digging it out, and he turns it over again. When you're a big like that, you got to keep the ball up high. Quinn buys into the ball game, 5'9" junior. I don't know if he's that tall. He's number 5 with the ball. Anderson will check in. Long three on the way, and it's good by Joseph Wolf. 3 triples in the first quarter for Payson, and with 3 minutes to play in the quarter, they lead 11-5, matches their largest lead of the ball game. Mitrikov looking around, he's got Anderson. Mountain Crest yet to go to their bench. Hunsaker can hit that, doesn't take it. Arnell back to Hunsaker, corner three, too long. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it stays here. Buys tried to sell, and the ref wasn't buying. It's Bruce Allen down there, veteran official. No look into Hess. Hess has it knocked away again and loses it. 6 turnovers in the first quarter for Mountain Crest. Wolf for 3, got another one. 4 3-pointers in the early going by Payson. and their contingent letting them know how much they appreciate their start. 14-5, Payson, 2:24 to play in the first quarter on the Game of the Week. Have you ever been using your computer and all of a sudden you check your email and you've got some message that you know you shouldn't have, but you clicked on it, right? Yeah, you clicked on it. Now you've got it, your screen's frozen. It says that you need to call this number. They've taken over your computer, or you got to send them money. Well, there's all sorts of scams going on out there. What do you do? Well, here's what you do. You call PCs Unlimited. You've got computer issues, call PCs Unlimited. Talk with a real person, person to person. Repair, sales, and help in person or on the phone. PCs Unlimited can help you out. So the Mustangs trailing with a tough start here early for Mountain Crest. Into the lane goes Arnell. He's not going to go to the line. They said it was before the shot. And the foul on Theobald. That's the first foul of the ball game on either team. And Murray is going to check in for Dimitrukov. Jackson Murray, the 6'6" senior. He brings energetic play with him. He's in the corner with the ball. Anderson comes off the screen, gets inside, loses it. Over to Hess. Hess turn and score. Hess with 4. 14-7. Payson. Buys. Leaves it short. Rebounded by Anderson. Here comes Hunsaker with a head of steam. Take it to the rim, lose it. 7 turnovers in the first quarter for Mountain Crest. As many turnovers as points for the Mustangs. They're getting into the lane. Payson's swatting at the ball, and Mountain Crest is losing it. They're going to have to go in stronger. Down low they go to Wesley. Wesley has it poked away from behind by Murray. Reynoso buys, slips in, sneaks in, and puts it in. And a whistle blows.
Checking in, number 1, Peter Swayze, number 11, Cade Jensen.
Cade Jensen comes in for Reynoso. And Swayze into the ball game for Theobald. It looked like he turned an ankle. He hobbles to the bench. Payson clicking offensively in this first quarter. 1:05 to play in the first quarter. They've got 16 in the early going. Mountain Crest with only 7. Arnell hit a three-pointer. 4 three-pointers in this game, in this first quarter by Payson. Hunsaker tries one of his own and gets it. Hunsaker on the board now at 16-10. Payson. 40 seconds to play in the first quarter. 6-point Payson lead. Swayze gets it to Jensen. Buys gets Anderson in the air, and then Hunsaker comes over and helps and swats it out of bounds. But the big story is turnovers. Mountain Crest with 7 turnovers in this quarter. Andrus is going to check in, and Hess will get a rest this final 29 seconds of this first quarter. Nobody in foul trouble for either team, as there's only been 1 foul called. That was called on Theobald for Payson. Wesley, 14 on the shot clock, all the way to the rim as he got his shoulder inside of Murray. And Wesley was 7. 18-10. Payson with the lead. Mountain Crest with the ball. Shot clock's off. 10 seconds to play. Going for the steal was Jensen. Man, they have been the quick hands club. As Payson, 8 seconds. Here they come after Arnell. Arnell steps in. Has that ball as he goes to shoot. Somebody got a hand on it, knocked it away, and had to get it back and misses. So Mountain Crest got to do a better job protecting the ball in the second quarter if they want to chip in to this 18-10 Payson lead after one. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Well, you've noticed our bumper music, right? This is Santana, this is Carlos Santana. Who's this? Who's this? The Doobie Brothers. No wonder I don't know it. The Doobie Brothers are coming in concert to Salt Lake. And if you know this music, it's either, well, there's two things going on. You're old. You're old like our producer, and you probably listen to it way too loud. And that means that, you might be wondering if you need to see a hearing professional. If you do, you need to go to Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Dr. Paul Daines will customize a hearing improvement program to meet your needs, whatever they are. Call for an appointment today, 435-753-4327. Dr. Paul Daines at Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. And you are not old. You're just experienced. The older the violin, the sweeter the music. 18-10. Music has not been sweet for the Mustangs here in this first quarter as Payson leads by 8. Murray looking at a three, too hard off the back heel. Hess fights for the rebound, takes a step in, underhand scoop is good. Looked like he might have got away with an extra step. And the Mustangs cut the lead down to 6. Swayze to a curling Shirley. Braxton Shirley has 5 as he answers at the other end and back out to an 8-point lead for Payson. Arnell off the screen. Instead they go to Anderson. Man defense by the Lions. Murray with Wesley checking him. Down low they go to Arnell. He didn't catch it before he turned and looked, and he lost it, and he gets it right back. Arnell, 3, got it. Arnell with 2 threes. Payson's been very aggressive at ripping and slapping at that ball, and they've taken it away 7 times from Mountain Crest. Almost all of them in the paint like that last one. Layup by Swayze. It's been a layup line here in the second quarter for Payson, and they keep the lead at 7. Arnell, Jensen tries to stay with him. He falls down, Murray 3. Won't go, rebound grabbed by Swayze. Quickly ahead to Shirley. Back to Wesley. Reynoso. Shirley 2 dribbles, turning the corner, getting this man in the air, and then leaving it short is Jensen, and then he fouls on the rebound.
Foul number 40, Legend Reynoso, first personal foul, second team foul. Mustang basketball.
They call it on Reynoso. No, that was on 11, man. They called it on Reynoso. Payson leading this game, and there's another turnover. Payson playing with force. You hear coaches talk about a team playing with force and aggression. Payson is playing with that. Mountain Crest is not. At least not yet. Payson hasn't turned the ball over yet. Mountain Crest has given away 8 times. There's 5:48 to play in the half. Plenty of time still for the Mustangs as they trail by 7. Reynoso turns, and Hess fouls him on the arm. Hess with his first foul. So Mountain Crest did not pick up a foul in the first quarter. They have 2 in the first 2 minutes and 20 seconds of this second quarter. 1 foul on Payson as Reynoso shoots the free throw. That foul was on Reynoso for Payson earlier. They only had 1 foul in the first period as they pretty much let them play here in the early going of this ball game. Payson looking for their largest lead of the night of 9, and they've got it. First free throws of the game. The Mustangs defensively have not been able to slow Payson down. And then offensively, they've turned it over a bunch. Arnell's hit a couple of threes. Now he goes baseline, puts it off the glass too hard. Shirley there for the board. And now Mountain Crest reaches in to tie him up. And that goes the other way as Payson owns the possession arrow. 5:24 to play in the first half. Payson leading by 9 and looking to add to it. Wesley, down low block, tries to get it to Reynoso, and there's the first turnover of the night for Payson as the Mustangs cause it. Arnell to the rim, lay it up too hard. Rebounded by Murray and put back. 7-point Payson lead at 24-17, under 5 minutes to play in the half. Shirley won't go, rebounded by Murray. Here comes Hunsaker, racing to the other end. Foul called. You could see that one coming a mile away. The trailing official called the charge. And Hunsaker picks up his second.
Number 25, Joseph Hunsaker, second personal foul, 13 foul.
And that's another turnover for Mountain Crest. 9 turnovers in the half.
Payson Smith for Hunsaker.
Mason Smith will have to come into the game for Hunsaker. And that's 3 fouls on Mountain Crest. 4.5 to play. Here's Arnell with some fever of his own and a throwdown. Murray with a near steal. He doesn't touch it. And there's another turnover for Payson. They've got 3 now in the quarter. It's a 5-point Payson lead. And a little bit more air in the Mustang sails after the steal and throwdown by Arnell. And now the turnover by Payson. Murray looks low to Arnell, lobs it in, and Reynoso comes over to knock it away, and he fouls Arnell.
Foul number 40. Reynoso, second personal foul.
Reynoso, the 6'5 junior, picks up his second foul. And it's the second of the night on Payson. Second of the quarter, I should say, on Payson. Arnell to Murray. Fakes the 3. Now Anderson. Firing a 3 of his own. Good! Now the offense is waking up for the Mustangs. It's a 2-point ball game. They've cut that 9-point lead down to 2. See if Payson can respond. Reynoso to Buys. Going to work on Smith. Nearly a turnover. It is a turnover as Reynoso steps on the end line. 4 turnovers in the second period for Payson. Micah Swayze back into the ball game for the Lions. Number 23. Mountain Crest can tie or take the lead. They have not led yet. Anderson kicks it over to Murray, and then they turn it over. Quickly goes Buys the other way. Misses it. Rebound. Swayze tracks it down in the corner. Mountain Crest doesn't give up on that one, and so they cause the miss by Buys as he was trying to quickly get it up on the rim. Swayze working against Murray. Murray, good job defensively. 15 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Cooper Swayze gets it to Buys. Buys out to Wesley, and he responds with a 3. 5th triple of the night for Payson. Back out to a 5-point lead, 27-22, 2:35 to play in the half. Arnell gets in the paint, goes up, and a foul called. He takes it right at Wesley, and Wesley picks up the foul. Wesley with 10 points to lead all scorers. Arnell has 8 to lead Mountain Crest. That's now 4 team fouls on Payson. 3 on Mountain Crest. I only show 3 on my sheet, but I'm not the official one. Anderson. Murray looking down to Hess. Not a good entry pass. 11 turnovers. And they take it back. Here's Anderson. Swatted out of there by Wesley. Get out, says 15. And the Mustangs will get it back as he went out of bounds. 5-point lead for Payson, but the Mustangs have found their offense and turned it into a basketball game again. Into the double team goes Hess, and he leaves it short. Mountain Crest sideline wanted a foul. He just left it short. Wesley firing from way downtown, won't go. Swayze in there, his putback won't go. Hess has it knocked away, down goes Swayze, and a foul called, I believe, on Murray. No, they're gonna call it Arnell, his first. That's the 4th team foul on Mountain Crest with 1:52 to play here in this first half. 11 Mountain Crest turnovers. They couldn't corral that rebound. I'm watching Payson here, and this is what Coach, as Jensen gets all the way to the rack, this is what Coach was talking to me about how they play hard. Here's another turnover. Not a great pass, and on the other end, the layup by Payson. Joseph Wolf now has 8, and it's back out to a 9-point lead. Mountain Crest just not taking care of the basketball. And a travel, another turnover. 13 turnovers by Mountain Crest. And you wonder, it's their first home playoff game in a minute. I mean, they played in the playoffs before, but maybe looking for that big showing. And Mountain Crest looks like they're pressing and maybe hurrying things a little. Long 3 on the way by Wolf. Short. There's another rebound. It goes right out of the hand of a Mustang and just about right to one of the Lions hustling in there, but the Mustangs come out with it. Arnell picks up the loose ball. Turns inside into traffic, put it up, and a whistle blows. Arnell and Hess trying to get whistles as they go to the hole. And Jensen picks up his first. And Arnell gets 2 shots. With 39 seconds to play in the half, and the Mustangs trailing by 9. They had it cut to 2. And now it's been a 7-0 run, and Arnell misses the first free throw of the game for Mountain Crest. Payson's only shot 2 free throws. Hess is going to come to the bench, probably rest him for the rest of this half and have him fresh for the second half. Hess has been quiet. He averages 17, he's got 6, and Arnell misses both free throws. So the Mustangs have to D it up. There's about a 4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. You don't want to go into the locker room down by double digits. Jensen working against Smith. Jensen loses it into the backcourt. Doing some fancy dribbling and then put it off his heel, and it rolled into the backcourt. And here comes Hess back into the game. Hunsaker had to sit early in the second quarter when he picked up his second foul. Dimitrikov will come and join Hunsaker on the bench for the final 11.2. And so Mountain Crest with a chance to cut into the lead before the half. Shot clock is off, 11.2 seconds to play in this first half. Anderson to the rim, put it up, miss it. Hess gets the rebound, turns, fires, misses, and to the line with 0.4 to play goes Caden Hess.
Foul number 23, Micah Swayze, first personal foul.
Micah Swayze picks up his first. Micah and Cooper Swayze. Number 1 and number 23, and Hess hits the free throw. Second free throw by Hess. Up and in. It's a 7-point ball game. 31-24. And Payson will enjoy a lead as they head into the locker room. 31-24. First round of the 4A state playoffs on the game of the week.
The whole game, I don't hear anybody in the crowd. It's just me and the pitcher out there. Sometimes I'll hear a coach off to the side give a clap. Then I know that that runner is going to steal. So then I give the pitcher the sign. Baseball has just been my one constant through my life. It's harder to be a catcher than any other position. We have to be a lot more vocal, leaders of the team, and there's so much more time spent in the bullpen catching pitchers. It's always my fault if something happens. I feel 100% responsible.
I always hear him say he wants to play competitive baseball as long as possible.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you go into the medical profession.
I teach myself organic chemistry for fun just because I think it's fascinating. I do a lot of backyard experiments.
He teaches me chemistry. He's like, so my head is the nucleus and these are the electrons and they're moving around.
ZoomTech is the LLC that I created for biotech devices. I want to help prevent or test breast cancer in the future.
Both of my sisters had breast cancer, and so when Karsten was a toddler, I decided to have preventative double mastectomies, and he was always by my side.
It's just always made me want to raise awareness of breast cancer and help other women fight through it. Definitely something that I think about because I know that I'm a carrier for the gene and it could go through my family or to my sister.
I don't like to admit it, but I brag about him a lot. Oh, there's my brother.
He's bright, he's inventive, compassionate. I'm very sentimental.
Naturally, I think, want to be successful and just pursue things that I think are interesting and take it to the maximum level. Especially with like breast cancer, I want to help as many people as I can. And I'm not going to let failures deter me.
Dr. Daines, you are a doctor, you're a fully qualified doctor of audiology, and we were looking at your business card a few minutes ago, and you've got an awfully lot of letters after your name. What do they all mean?
They're all representations of my certifications that I have. I graduated from Utah State with my doctorate degree in audiology. I have a bachelor's degree in communicative disorders and deaf education. And then I've also have what they call a board certification, which entails further education and further training after the Doctorate of Audiology degree.
Okay, so very clearly not a fly-by-night operation here. You've spent many years training and qualifying and loving. I get the impression when I see you with your patients that you love what you do.
I do. I love this. I love enjoying sitting back with my patients, helping them out. I get a lot of satisfaction, take a lot of pride in doing a job well done.
Yeah. And so the Daines family, been here for many generations in Cache Valley, again, homegrown doctor in yourself. What do you love about seeing your patients? They all seem to love you too, I will say that, we've noticed.
Everybody has a different story. We have a lot of neat families here in the valley, a lot of neat people, and I enjoy meeting them and hearing about them and their life and seeing if we can make it better. After all, family is what's important. Those relations that we build with one another. Some of my favorite memories are sitting around with my grandmother, around with all the cousins when I was young, and those things are very important, and that's where hearing comes in. We need to be a part of those types of environments and not sit around and wondering what's going on. We enable people to be able to enjoy those things again.
Yes, you do, because actually there's nothing worse, is there, than being in a crowd of people and you really can't understand what anyone's saying to you.
Yep, and it affects your relationships with those people.
Now, I noticed also here, as we've been here a few minutes today, that you've had a couple of people come in and out without an appointment, just kind of needing a little tweaking, perhaps, a little reassurance. You're there for them all day, aren't you?
Yep, we're here every day. Every Monday through Friday, and we don't charge for those things. If we can fix it here in the office and take care of it, we do it at no charge. Hearing's important to us, and we want to make sure that you're hearing the best that you can.
Yeah, and it's very clear when we've been watching you that you really do love what you do, and your patients are so comfortable with you. Tell us where you are and how to get help if people need it.
I'm at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can give us a call at 753-HEAR, HEAR, or 4327.
Okay. So if you do think you're losing your hearing just a little bit, like some of us of that certain age, come on down and see Dr. Daines and he'll sort you right out. Thank you.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden. Growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop. We logo stuff. All kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria. We're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Back at Mountain Crest High School, Eric Olson along with you on the Game of the Week, with Mountain Crest trailing Payson 31-24 as we get ready to start the second half of this first round 4A state playoff game. Mountain Crest led by Hess and Arnell, both with 8 points apiece. They cut it to within 2 at 24-22, but then got outscored 9-2 to end the half. Out to Hunsaker, who sat with foul trouble a lot of that second quarter. He misses the three. Murray has it swatted away. Stop me if you've heard that one before. Down in the paint, and Payson reaching in and digging it out. Yeah, that's what happened the whole first half. Wesley with 10 to lead Payson. 13 turnovers for Mountain Crest unofficially in that first half. A lot of contact, no foul as Arnell misses. And they've called it pretty much the same way this whole game. Mountain Crest is going to have to adjust and just know that they're letting them play. We talked about playing with force. Payson's playing with force. They're playing hard. They're playing scrappy. Again, Chandler Smith told me, he said, look, these guys are scrappy. They play hard. They're gritty. We're going to have to be ready. And I think they kind of shocked Mountain Crest a little coming out of there. And there's Wesley with 2. Maybe Mountain Crest looking at that 7-13 record thinking, we got these guys. But right now, it's all Payson. They lead by 9. To the rim, Anderson. That time, the whistle blows. That's going to go on Legend Reynoso, and Reynoso with his 3rd. And that's free throws for Anderson. So Payson's going to have to go smaller. And another missed free throw for Mountain Crest. They're 2 of 4, now 2 of 5 from the free throw line. Only 2 free throws for Payson. So Reynoso sits down, and Reynoso 6'5", Wolf 5'10". So they give up some size, and Wesley's their only size right now. Anderson misses them both. (33-24) Payson. Wesley, nice move to get Murray off his feet, but then it's slapped away from him inside the paint. He gets it back. Shirley out front to Jensen. His long 3 won't go. Shirley tries to get the board. Hess says, give me that. Arnell in the corner to Anderson. He drives baseline, leaves it back to Hess. Power it up and in. Hess in double figures now with 10. 7-point lead for Payson. Jensen, stop, pop, hit. Mountain Crest defensively has just not been able to slow down Payson. They did in that little stretch where they cut the lead to 2. Off the curl, Hunsaker with the 3. Timeout Mountain Crest. As Coach Smith wants to talk about defense as the three-pointer by Hunsaker pulls them to within 6, 35-29, 5:53 to play in the third on the game of the week. Hey, put down the pizza bagel, pick up the burger, pass on preheating the oven, keep your toaster in the cupboard, and forget the air fryer, please, because Wendy's has a doozy of a deal for you right now. All Wendy's Rewards members can get $3 off all of your orders via their in-app offer. Come on now, a frozen mini tacos or 6 strips of bacon. Yeah, exactly, Wendy's, a Game of the Week sponsor.
It'll be Lions basketball.
Payson's come into this game tonight winning 2 of their last 3. They beat Uinta 61-49 last Friday. Mountain Crest lost 3 of their last 4 and beat Skyview by 1, 58-57 last Friday. Hess with 16 in that one, Anderson with 15, and Arnell with 12. Here's some full court defense by the Mustangs. Wesley, 3, got another one. Wesley with 15 points. He's got 3 triples. Inside to Hess. He lets the defense go by and turns and scores. Caden Hess with 12. 7-point lead for Payson. Shirley looking at a 3. Too hard. Rebound fought for, and Wesley comes out of there with it. Straight away. 3 on the way by Wolf, and he's got it. Payson red hot from behind the arc. 7 3-pointers on the night for Payson. They lead by 10. Hunsaker around his man, gives it to Hess. Hess in deep, puts it in off the glass. Hess with 14, but they can't keep trading 3s for 2s. The Mustangs have to figure something out defensively. Payson's just doing whatever they want. That's another thing that Coach Smith talked about with me when we talked, was all the cuts that this team will do, back cuts and everything else. Long 3 won't go, and how Mountain Crest has to be ready for it. Here's Anderson ahead of the pack, and he has it swatted away. And a foul called. Payson not giving up on that play. Jensen picks up his second. And Anderson was going up to lay it in nice and easy. And Cooper Swayze tracked him down from behind and swatted it away. The Mustangs down by 8. Swayze takes another one away. Swayze fakes, turns, nowhere to go, and he goes out front to Wesley. Wesley has it knocked away and loses it out of bounds. 7th turnover for Payson. Mountain Crest with 14 turnovers. Payson wants a timeout. 41-33, Payson, 4:10 to play in the third on the game of the week. You notice our bumper music, right? Guitar heavy, exciting. They call it bumper music going in and out of breaks. Well, KSM, if you want to learn how to play like this, now it's going to take some work. The KSM Music, they can help you with it. They do lessons for everything from guitar to drums, piano to bass, even the ukulele at KSM Music. KSM means music because music is all they do. My producer keeps playing this game with me, name this band, and he just keeps rubbing it in because I don't know. That was Rod Stewart, okay. Well, I know about 3 of his songs, and they're all from the 80s. We're in the wrong decade. Get to the 80s and then try me. Midway through the third period, Mountain Crest trails by 8. Arnell been quiet here in the second half. He had 8 at halftime. Swayze checking Arnell. Anderson with 6 on the shot clock. Hess going to work against Wesley. Put it up, miss it. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Swayze. It looked like Anderson maybe had tipped it, but Bruce Allen's right there and says it went out of bounds. It was tipped away by Swayze. Here comes Buys into the ball game. He'll replace Jensen. Andrus into the ball game for Mountain Crest, and he gets the inbounds pass. New shot clock for the Mustangs. Anderson, pull-up jumper from the free throw line, crawls over the rim and in. Rigdon Anderson with 5, his first points of the second half, and it's a 6-point ball game. Payson staying out front. Swayze turns the corner, takes 2 steps, that's a travel. Bruce Allen says, yeah, it is. He took the step, then stopped, and then started again. That's not a Euro step when you stop. Now in the NBA, that would have been fine, but Souls will run all the way across the court. Swayze, Micah Swayze picks up his second. That's the 3rd team foul on Payson. Mountain Crest yet to be whistled for an infraction here in the 3rd. They've pretty much let both teams play most of the evening. There were more fouls called in the second period, but the 1st and 3rd, they've been pretty light with the whistles. Anderson hits another. So Rigdon Anderson warming up. He has 7. 2 shy of his average. And it's a 4-point ball game with 2:40 to play in the 3rd. Payson still on top. They've answered every time Mountain Crest has cut into that lead. They look to Wesley down low. He steps out of bounds. And he turns around to the official and makes a gesture like, hey, I was pushed. That's why I stepped out. Cooper Swayze will head to the sideline as Wolf comes into the ball game. Wolf's hit 3 3-pointers. Anderson just about a heat check. Hunsaker will check his heat. Cooled down, but Anderson's there to put it up and in. 6 straight for Anderson. He's got 9 points. It's a 2-point ball game. Last time it was this close was 22-24. It's 41-39 now. 2 minutes to play in the 3rd. As soon as Mountain Crest cut it to 2 last time, Payson went on a 7-0 run. Shirley working against Hunsaker. Looks underneath to Swayze, who loses it out of bounds. Wesley pushing his hands down, telling his teammates to settle down. Now Mountain Crest looking to put the pressure on the Lions. Tie it or take the lead with a shot here. Give to Anderson, he's been red hot. Back to Hess, and a foul called. Buys maybe on the reach in, let's see. They're going to call it on Swayze. Micah Swayze picks up his 3rd. And Hess will get 2. 2 for 6 from the free throw line for Mountain Crest. Hess made those 2, and now he's made another one. Cooper Swayze and Cade Jensen back into the ball game as Micah Swayze and Shirley sit down for the Lions. Hess for the tie. Too hard. Rebound by Hunsaker. Andrus has a hold of it. Jump ball, and it stays at this end. Anderson throws it in. Arnell for the lead. Got it! His first bucket of the second half comes with 1:28 to play in the 3rd quarter. Mountain Crest by 2. All the way back from 10 down. Jensen back to Wesley. Firing for 3. He was fouled. And he made it. Andrus gets into his arms and fouls him on the made three-pointer. As Wesley with 18 and a free throw coming. And Coach Smith says, talks to Andrus, he's come to the bench, he said, you didn't need to do that. Don't go in there swinging like a crazy man. 19 now for Wesley. He leads all scores, and he puts Payson back up top by 2, 45-43. Approaching a minute to play in the third period. Arnell, long three, bang! 14 for Arnell, 46-45 Mountain Crest, 50 seconds in the third. Oh, down goes Swayze. You say he was pushed, but it sure looked like he fell on his own. That's on Hess, his second. Andrus will replace Hess. They don't want Hess to pick up his third with 49 seconds left, and Mountain Crest with a 1-point lead. There's 49 seconds left in the third period in this first round 4A state playoff game. In they go to Wesley. He's got 19 points. Out front to Buys. 14 seconds difference between the game and shot clock. Swayze spins baseline. Andrus fouls him. And is that going to be shots? It is. 2 shots as Andrus picks up his second. Cooper Swayze going to the line for the first time tonight. Only 3 free throws for Payson in this ball game, 8 for Mountain Crest. And Swayze hits free throw number 4. Third team foul. Payson has 4. Shot clock will be off for the final possession of this third period. Game tied at 46. And Swayze puts Payson back up front. Hess wants to check in. He's not going to get in there. They didn't let him come in. 24 seconds. Hunsaker with Buys closely guarding him. He's got to get rid of it, and he does, as the 5-second count was on. They're going to count again. Murray, 10 seconds. Murray, pull up, way off the mark. Plenty of time for Payson to get another shot as Murray shot it way too soon. Shirley to the rim, misses it. Fires at the buzzer over the backboard. They say it's too late. It's a 1-point game as we go to the fourth, 47-46. Payson leading Mountain Crest on the game of the week. Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. Yeah, okay, I know that one. Custom Fence has been providing privacy, security, and peace of mind to customers for over 50 years. Their roots are right here in Cache Valley. Visit customfence.com to schedule a free consultation today. Spring will be here before you know it. Time to get those fence projects done. For over 30 years, the factory's been serving up the best pizza, sandwiches, nachos, and hot wings in Logan. They've got that awesome Sicilian-style pizza. Their crust, I just can't even describe it. You need to try it out, and they've got those awesome sandwiches. They've got that great East Coast atmosphere. It's a wonderful place to watch a ball game. The Factory Pizzeria Game of the Week sponsor. We head to the fourth quarter in a game that at one point looked like Payson might just put the Mustangs out to pasture for the season. The Mustangs fought their way back and won that second quarter 22-16. And it's a 1-point ball game with Payson up top, 47-46. 9 points for Rigdon Anderson. He had 6 in that quarter, 7 in the quarter for Hess. He's got 15. Arnell had 6 in the quarter. He's got 14. Kamiko Wesley leads all scores with 19. He had 9 points in that third period. The Mustangs need to find some defense. Reynoso back into the ball game. He had to sit with his 3rd foul. Swayze also with 3 fouls. Pull-up jumper by Jensen is short. Rebounded by Arnell. Ahead to Hunsaker. Hunsaker slips down, loses the basketball. Unfortunate turnover. Only 2 turnovers in the second half for Mountain Crest. That's made a lot of difference. Shirley, 3. Rims out. Rebounded by Arnell. Payson hustles back. Arnell to the rim. Corner to Anderson. 3. No, Arnell hits the deck as Swayze fouls him. Cooper Swayze picking up his first team foul on Payson. Comes with 7:18 to play in the ball game. Timpanogos was leading Skyview by 15 at the half. 28-13, that's the last score we saw. Hurricane is at Bear River. We didn't have a score for them. The other Region 11 teams are off tonight and they play Friday. Here's Hess going to work. Doubled, tripled, lay it up, won't go. And they're digging for that ball and he had to tear it away from one of the Lions. He tried to scoop it kind of backwards and he left it a little short. Still a 1-point ball game. Payson with the lead. Reynoso. Shirley. Jensen spins in, blocked by Hunsaker. Murray to a streaking Hunsaker. He misses, but he'll go to the line. Who are they going to call it on? They're going to call it on Swayze. His first. Pardon me, his second. Cooper Swayze. Now the official said 1. The guy at the scorer's table said 15. Yeah, they leave it with Swayze. And that's right, because that's who did it. Hunsaker, his first shot at the free throw line tonight is good. He ties the game at 47, 6.5 to play in this first round game. The winner gets Logan at Logan as Hunsaker, the senior, puts them both in. He's got 8. 48-47 Mountain Crest. Mustangs wanting a chance to go play at Logan on Friday night. They split the season series with Logan. The other one, the one they lost was in triple overtime. Jensen turns in, leaves it for Reynoso, misses it. Rebound by Arnell, then Reynoso takes it away. Back to Swayze, his shot up and in. Boy, that's happened a bunch tonight to the Mustangs, where they look like they've got something and then it's taken away by Payson. Arnell had to reach back to try to grab that, never really had control, and one of the Lions was there to take it away. Arnell has it poked away from the backside. Ahead to Swayze, blocked by Hunsaker. Arnell has Hunsaker running with him. Arnell puts it up, puts it in. 16 for Josh Arnell. Mustangs 50-49. Reynoso. Shirley all the way to the rim. Hess is there, stands with his arms straight up, but nobody came to help get the rebound backside. And here's a foul, and I think this is going to be on Hess, his 3rd. Backside was watching and not helping as Hess came over. And Hess just picked up his 3rd. Micah Swayze, Quinn Buys, and Wolf getting set to check in. The free throw's good by Jensen. Payson hasn't missed from the line. They're 6 for 6, now 7 for 7. And that's big in a 1-point ball game. Mountain Crest, meanwhile, has made 5 out of 10. So they've missed 5 free throws in a 1-point game. Clock slips under 5 minutes to play. 51-50 Payson. Arnell. Walked. I'm not sure where that came from. Sure didn't look like it. He got slapped across the arm and kind of lost his balance. 17 turnovers now for Mountain Crest. Payson with 10. I don't have Payson with a turnover in this second half. Again, that's an unofficial stat. Reynoso working against Hess. Hooks it up and over him, then takes it away from Hess on the rebound. Shot won't go. There's Swayze. Put it up and in. Micah Swayze. I mean, they're just taking the ball away from Mountain Crest. They've done it all night. Hunsaker, baseline. Corner to Anderson. Out to Arnell. Step back three. Won't go. Rebound. Goes to Murray and he puts it up and in. Murray with 4. Timeout Mountain Crest. 53-52 Payson. 4:05 to play in one of these teams seasoned on the game of the week. At the Logo Shop, we logo stuff, plain and simple. Come to us for all your promotional and personal needs, from t-shirts to pens and anything and everything in between. We do it all at the Logo Shop. You know, I love summertime in Cache Valley. There's so much to do. Head up the canyon, run out to Hyrum Dam. Just all sorts of great things to do, all within 40 minutes of anywhere. And you know, you get a little bit hungry doing all those great things. One of our favorite things to do as a family is to stop at the Old Grist Mill. Get their lunch special, right? The bag lunch with one of their sandwiches with their great homemade bread and a homemade cookie. Get a bag of chips and a drink. One for everybody in the family. Get it on the go so you don't have to waste time waiting. You can get to eating and get to having fun in the valley. Old Grist Mill, a Game of the Week sponsor. See if we can find a score for that Skyview game, but they were down by 15 at the half. And it's 42-26 going into the fourth. It's been a tough year for Skyview. They've had to play a lot of youngsters. They'll be better for it next year. I think the Bobcats will probably be right back in it next year. A lot of these other Valley teams graduate a lot of players. And then Westfield down in Hooper. They join the region, at least for 1 year. Plenty of time on the shot clock for Payson as they move the ball around. Buys to Micah Swayze. Now Reynoso. Reynoso spins to his left, traveled. They get him, they got him. He slid his foot. He kept his foot on the ground, but he slid it. And that's the 11th turnover for Payson. A lot of turnovers in this ball game between the two teams. We've got almost 30. Mountain Crest with a chance to get the lead back. Anderson tries to go to the corner, and it's taken away. Buys, tiptoes to the sideline. And now here's Mountain Crest getting it back. 12th turnover for Payson after Mountain Crest's 18th. And Reynoso picks up number 4. Reynoso averages 9 points a game. He's got 2 tonight. And Cooper Swayze is going to come into the ball game for Micah Swayze. Mountain Crest with another chance to take the lead. 53-52. Payson with that lead. Here goes Hess. Hess forcing one up. He'll go to the line. If that's on Reynoso, that's 5. Let's see. And that is on Wesley. Kamika Wesley, his second. That's team foul number 4. For Payson. Hess looking for his first points of this fourth quarter, and he ties the ball game. He's 4 out of 5 from the free throw line, 1 more coming. Tied at 53. Mountain Crest averages 58 points a game. Payson averaging 61 points a game. The Mustangs give up 54. Payson gives up 62.5. Hess misses the second. So we stay tied at 53. 3 minutes to play in this ball game. Cooper Swayze out to Buys. 3 from the corner, too long. Hits the deck. Swayze has it blocked away by Hunsaker. Another block for Joseph Hunsaker. Hunsaker with 8 points, but he's played a whale of a game defensively. And he had to sit a good portion of that second period with foul trouble. Another block as the little guy, Buys, tries to get in there, and Rigdon Anderson swats it back at him. He doesn't mind that he's the smallest guy on the court. He hasn't shied away from attacking the rim. 13 on the shot clock, 2:44 on the game clock. Into Wesley, 3 by Swayze. Rims around, Hess takes the rebound away from Reynoso. Cross court to Hunsaker. Hunsaker back into play, and he turns it over. No, it's picked up by Arnell, and then Arnell runs right into Cooper Swayze. And Swayze sits on the floor and rolls his eyes because that's bad luck for Cooper Swayze to pick up that foul. As he runs into Arnell, who will shoot 2. Coach Mitchell having a talk with the official. Feels like maybe there's some swatting and slapping going on when his team's on offense. I'll tell you what, both teams are swatting and slapping. It's been a physical ball game. For the most part, they've let them play. Now, that's 5 team fouls on Payson, and I'm sure that's what Coach Mitchell is pointing out as well. 1 on Mountain Crest. 2.5 to play. And Arnell with 2 free throws. Arnell hits the first. Six of 13 from the free throw line for Mountain Crest, as they can't seem to hit both free throws. And in a game this close, all those missed free throws could really come in handy. 7 for 7 for Payson. Payson running their actions. Here's Hunsaker. Finish at the other end. Ten for Hunsaker with the steal and the layup. 2 minutes to play. 3-point lead for Mountain Crest, their largest of the game. Matches their largest of the game. Last time they had a 3-point lead, Wesley turned in a 4-point play to give the lead right back to Payson. Swayze, he's going to go to the line as Hess may have just picked up number 4. Hess picks up number 4. Oh boy, they've got him for 3 on the big board. They must have changed one because that was 4th that I had him for. It was maybe I hit it wrong because Hunsaker's got 3. The free throw up and in for Swayze. 7 for Swayze. Timeout. Payson down by 2 with 1 more free throw to come. 1:47 to play in the ball game. Mountain Crest 56, Payson 54 on the game of the week. At Aspen Dental of Cache Valley, their doctors and staff are here to provide you and your family with exceptional dental care, the dental care that you deserve. No one likes going to the dentist. They know that at Aspen Dental of Cache Valley, and they want to try their best to help make it a better experience for you. Are you worried about the drill? Are you worried about them in your mouth? Well, they've got all sorts of sedation. They've got laughing gas, oral sedation, or even IV sedation for the patients that have a lot of anxiety about the dentist. Aspen Dental, a Game of the Week sponsor. And don't forget about Anderson Seed and Garden, located in the heart of historic downtown Logan. Mark and the gang can help you with all your lawn and garden needs. AndersonSeedandGarden.com, the place to go for all your garden supplies and the expertise that you need. Anderson Seed and Garden. Well, this one's going to come right down to the wire. 1:47 to play. Mountain Crest trailed at one time by a dozen. They've been able to catch Payson, taken a lead of 3. Now Payson has cut it to 2 with a free throw, and Cooper Swayze with one more to make it a 1-point ball game. And he misses that one short. Rebound by Murray. First miss of the night from the free throw line by Payson. They're 8 of 9. Arnell doesn't look for the shot. Now he goes baseline, takes a tougher one. Charge! Arnell with his second, 19th turnover for Mountain Crest.
Foul number 3, Josh Arnell, second personal foul, third team foul.
Third team foul on the Mustangs. And now Payson with a chance to tie or take the lead. Swayze will handle. Mustangs man-to-man. Anderson working on Jensen. And it's knocked out of bounds by Hess. Jensen hit the deck. Anderson helped him up. 1:16 to play. 22 on the shot clock. And now a whistle. Payson wants to draw something up. Coach Mitchell wants a minute. Well, let's see. It's 8:15, 8:17 on a game night. Coming and doing these games, you know, talking all night long really makes you work up a powerful hunger. You know what sounds really good? Wendy's. I don't know what to choose there, though. They've got such a great menu. The pretzel baconator, the loaded nacho cheeseburger, double, single, or triple. The Dave's double has always been one of my favorites, but you know, there's the Baconator and those big bacon classics. I don't know if you can go wrong with anything at Wendy's. Wendy's, the Game of the Week sponsor. .116 on the game clock, 22 on the shot clock, 56-54, Mountain Crest leading by a bucket over the Payson Lions. The winner goes on to play Logan. Steal by Anderson as he takes it away from Wesley. 14th turnover for Payson. Now Mountain Crest can run some clock with a 2-point lead. 21 on the shot clock, 58 on the game clock. Boy, Arnell thought about it. Now he gets inside and they're going to call a foul. Either a foul or a travel. Which one? Bruce Allen had one call out front. The underneath official had another one. And it's on Jensen. Free throws for Arnell. Jensen with his third. Arnell looking to give the Mustangs a little bit of breathing room. Arnell hits them both. 19 for Arnell, ties Wesley for game high honors. Here's Wesley with the ball. They've gone away from him. Trying on that back cut is Swayze. Knocked away by Hunsaker. And he's not always looking to score, and they run that offense through him for the most part. But they've gone away from him, and maybe it's because Mountain Crest has taken him away from it. 3 by Wesley. Short, out of bounds. Mountain Crest basketball. 4-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Mustangs by 4. But the Mustangs have turned it over 19 times tonight. And now Payson with some pressure, so they've got to be careful. Arnell across the timeline. See if they foul him or just try to play some tough defense and try to take it away. And now Jensen steps in and bumps Anderson with 29 to play in the ball game. Anderson with 2 shots. And the Mustangs 29 seconds away from a second round date at the Grizzly Den in Logan on Friday night. Anderson hits. The Mustangs have had trouble from the free throw line tonight, but they've hit 3 in a row now. See if Anderson can make it 4. If he does, that's probably the ball game. Anderson misses the second. Doors open a crack for Payson with 25 seconds left and a 5-point deficit. Jensen, 3, way off the mark. Hess trying to track it down. He's got it. Gets rid of it to Arnell. Arnell running away from Jensen. They're going to have to foul him eventually. They can't catch him, and now they finally foul him. Nope, Mountain Crest calls the timeout before the foul. 11 seconds to go. The Mustangs looking for the second round for the first time in a long time. Well, one of the greatest places in Logan, two of the best places in Logan are within a few feet of each other over there on about 7th North. You got Angie's on the corner, but then if you go a little bit south, at 610 South Main, about a block south of Angie's, you get PC's Unlimited. Computer issues are such a worry for people, right? You don't know who to call. You don't know what's a scam, what's a problem. Well, you can go to PC's Unlimited. You can go in there and talk to them, and hey, this is going on. You can call them and talk to them, hey, this is going on. Either way, they'll help you. A real person, a live person will help you out. Repair, sales, and help at PC's Unlimited. 59-54, Mountain Crest by 5. 11 seconds to play. They've got to get the ball in bounds. Payson, I'm sure, will try to foul as soon as they can. Payson controlled this game for much of the ball game. In fact, they led by a point heading into the 4th. Murray calls a timeout. And that's the last timeout for the Mustangs. Mountain Crest, 59. Payson, 54. Mustangs trying to finish it off. Hey, if we look at the 4A state basketball bracket, we see Mountain Crest, but we see that 3 of the top 5 seeds were from Region 11. Green Canyon, number 4, Ridgeline, number 5, Logan, number 3. Layton Christian was number 1 and Dixie number 2. Green Canyon idle tonight. Ridgeline and Logan both idle tonight. Green Canyon will get the winner of Crimson Cliffs and Hillcrest. Ridgeline will play the Pineview Uinta winner. That game's probably over. It started at 6 o'clock. Both those games on Friday night. Logan gets the winner of this ball game. Skyview, if they were to come back against Timpanogos, they'd meet Layton Christian, but they're down big late in that one. Bear River's playing Hurricane tonight, and they get to play, if they win that one, they'd play Cottonwood on Friday. Here's the long pass to Hunsaker. Hunsaker gonna back it out of there. Arnell, as they try to catch him, they finally do with 5 seconds left. And they're starting to celebrate here in Hyrum. This is a big deal. The Mustangs with their second winning season in 12 years. And their first playoff win, I think, since then. Arnell icing the ball game. Mountain Crest has benefited from the free throw line here in the second half, especially the 4th quarter. Arnell with 20, looking for 21. 21 for Josh Arnell. 16 for Hess, 10 for Hunsaker. Hunsaker with the near steal. That would have been a fitting way for him to finish it off. He's played such a good game defensively. 1.6, and the Mustangs are on their way to Logan for the second round. Shirley Shot won't go, and Mountain Crest will take on Logan on Friday night. Keep your eyes on our Twitter feed and our Facebook page to find out where we're going to be on Friday night. But it'll probably be Logan and Mountain Crest. 61-54, the Mustangs advance. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week. The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you have been missing. Wendy's of Cache Valley. It's way better than fast food. It's Wendy's. Aspen Dental. Get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company. Privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.